Good morning, ladies. Coming to you live from sunny Pine Forge, Pennsylvania. This is Donna Manley of Lady Bosses. I'm going to turn this into a TV show yet. This is my little TV show. So, okay, we're going to just shoot the crap for a few minutes till you get on. And listen, I always like to just shoot the crap a little bit till you get on. So I just kind of figured, I heard somebody say something this week that wanted me to really take just a second to make really clear to you how this whole Facebook Live things works. Somebody said to me the other day, oh, I felt really bad because I wanted to jump on, but then I knew I had to jump on and I didn't want you to see that I came and then I left. Let me tell you, I can see how many people are here. And sometimes I can see there's little icons here representing you, but I can't see the icons well enough to know who it is that's here. And then it says who's watching, and I might shout out and say hello. So we've got Sheena. Good morning, Sheena. Good morning, Rachel. So I can see that, but I have no notification when you leave. It just says maybe there are 12 people watching, then maybe there are 9 people watching. So I know not so many people are watching, but I don't know you left. So if you want to jump in for 5-10 minutes and then take off, that's totally fine. And there's no judgment here anyway. I hope you know that by now from me. So jump in for 5 minutes. I mean, you could be just scrolling by and accidentally punched it and thought, I don't have time to listen to that now. And so you go away. That's fine. Come in, come out. But I don't want anybody to feel bad, feel like, oh, I don't want to leave. Oh, you're going to wonder why I'm leaving. I don't know you're leaving. So really, come and go. This is a place to come for as little or as long as you want. And happy to have you here. So see, it already went down to 1. So somebody left, and that's fine. Anyway, I'll wait. Oh, it's 10:02. So you know what? We'll get started. I'd like to wait for a couple more because I don't know. This is a good topic. This is a really good topic. And it's a really important topic that I know you've heard about a million times. And we're going to talk about it again because if you're not doing it, you really need to consider doing it. So the topic is reclaiming your day. The reason I chose that topic is because I saw a Facebook Live last week done by Megan Weisseipel. If you're in the area and you've been in any networking groups, you might know Megan. She's a powerhouse out of the King of Prussia area, I think. But she did a Facebook Live, and honestly, it's the first live I had seen from her in a really long time. And she used to do multiple lives a week. I mean, she was really working the social media the way you're supposed to when you're trying to create good visibility and all that good stuff. But she was talking about how she hasn't been live for such a long time because everything that's gone on this year has just really knocked her off her game. And the main reason, she just realized that the main reason she was so knocked off her game was because she fell out of her daily routine, especially her morning routine. So if you haven't guessed, morning routine is what we're talking about today. Because here's the deal, if you want to reclaim your day, if you want to get back in the game, it lies in having a strong morning routine. Now, we're all in different places. Some of us have just finally, some of us, not me, but some of you ladies have businesses that have finally reopened. And so you're getting up and going back to work. So some of your routine has come back. A lot of you are still home. You're still working out of home offices. You're still trying to juggle doing your own work and plus having a spouse at home working, plus you've got kids home. So you still have all the craziness and, you may have fallen out of routine this year too. So a lot of people for a lot of reasons have really, really fallen out of routine. And it's very important to get it back because seriously, it's going to influence your whole day. It's that important. Your day's going to be good or your day's going to be bad, but it's grounded in how it starts. So that being said, how do you start your day? That's a struggle for a lot of people. And it's a struggle for me because I have some things I do consistently, but not enough. I know I could have a better, stronger morning routine. And through doing this exercise with you, I want to create my own and try and really, really get serious about it because I know how important it is. So how are you starting your day? Honestly, most people start their day grabbing their cup of coffee, grabbing their cup of tea, plopping down and turning on the news, right? And if you're not turning on the news, you're probably sitting down with your coffee scrolling through Facebook because you just want to kind of relax and wake up slow and easy. Okay, it's okay to want to wake up slow and easy and do it, in just a calm fashion. However, do you realize that if you start your day that way with the news, with Facebook, that you're starting your day on someone else's agenda? This is something Megan said that I think is powerful. Listen, it's your day. There are things you want to achieve. Do you really want to start the day on someone else's agenda? Why? Why would you do that? And here's the thing. If you're starting it on someone else's agenda and it's the news or Facebook, you know that it's mostly negative. So is that the way you want to start your day? If that's going to influence your whole day, is that really the way you want to start it? On a negative note? Obviously not, okay? So how do we fix that? How do we change that? There's a book that I know a lot of women have bought, and a lot of women have had focus groups on it and all kinds of meetings on it, but there's a book called The Miracle Morning. The author is Hal Elrod. But basically, the cover of the book says it's the 6 habits that will transform your life before 8 a.m. Who's that? Good, Lori. Good morning, Lori. So here, disclaimer right there. I'm not transforming my morning before 8 a.m. because I'm not getting up until 8 a.m. So the whole purpose of this is to give you lots of ideas, lots of meaty information, but you design what you want this to look like because it's going to look different for everyone. And bottom line is, nothing is going to work for you unless it's something you will do. So if you're not going to do it, don't just set yourself up for failure, okay? You've got to figure out things you're going to do. So maybe it'll transform my morning by 8:30 instead of 8 o'clock. So either way, don't take it all like so literally that, you think I can't do that. But anyway, what it's based on is a 6-step routine that uses the concept of habit stacking. And we've talked about habit stacking before. What habit stacking is means you pick a few habits that you want to practice and you make a sequence out of them. And then that sequence becomes a new habit. So you've heard me talk before about, good morning, Vina. You've heard me talk about my morning routine when I get my cup of coffee, and while my coffee's brewing, I do some exercises real quick. Well, I have taken a couple habits, and put them together in a sequence so that now this sequence of getting my coffee and exercising is one habit. So that's what the book is based on. The Miracle Morning is based on habit stacking. So they give you 6 principles, 6 different things to do to stack together to have a sequence that becomes your miracle morning. Now, I'll tell you what they are, but again, they're not things that are going to work for everyone. So you can pick and choose what things will really work for you and just ignore the ones that won't. Because after I talk to you about their 6, I have a whole list of things that I found that you can do instead. So please have a paper and pencil, jot some things down. And I'm going to be jotting some things down too after this because I've got notes I've taken because I want to create my powerful morning routine too. So the 6 things they talk about are based on the acronym SAVER. Like you save a lot of money, you're a good saver, SAVER. So the S stands for silence, which would be like meditation or prayer. Very important component for a lot of people in having a strong morning routine. The A is for affirmations. So what are you going to commit to? By when is it going to get done? And how often are you going to do it? So have some kind of affirmation. The V is for visualization. Now there's a ton of science to prove how powerful and real visualization is. So wherever you see yourself, whatever your goals are, the concept of a dream board, have those dreams, those visions in front of you all the time because your mind starts to live in that place. And what you visualize is what you end up becoming. So visualization is a very strong force. So take advantage of visualization. And it doesn't mean what you aspire to, like you want to achieve a certain, financial goal or have a certain position. It could be just like, who's the person you want to be? But what's your goal? What is it you want in the future? E is for exercise. R is for reading. And read something that's going to be something that launches your day the right way. I love science fiction and some goofy, dark stuff. That's not the way to start your day. Start your day maybe with something for personal development that's really going to help you grow. Or just something inspirational that's going to be just a feel good that helps you focus on good things. And then S is for scribing or journaling. Take a minute to journal. So some of this I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do the scribing. This doesn't all fit me. But here are other ideas you can build into your morning. And listen, it doesn't have to be 6 things. It can be as many or as little as you want. Make it achievable. Make sure you don't say, I'm going to do these 12 things every morning, because that's going to be a tough thing to pull off. But don't have just 2. Challenge yourself a little bit. You can easily have somewhere between 4 and 6 things that become your morning sequence, your morning habit that get your day off to a strong start. So how about shower, brush your teeth, get dressed? To some of you, that sounds like a no-brainer. To others, you don't even think about getting dressed until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe you don't get dressed at all. Maybe you're just staying in your pajamas all day because no reason not to. You don't have to get dressed, so why get dressed? Maybe by lunchtime I'm brushing my teeth. This isn't true of everybody, but for most people, when they get dressed, when they get cleaned up, when they brush their teeth, they feel so much better. So if that's something that really helps you feel better, make that a strong part of your morning routine. That's one of the first things you do is brush your teeth, get dressed, comb your hair. That will help you feel better. That'll get your day off to a stronger start. Another idea is make your bed. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. There's a book called Make Your Bed. This, I keep forgetting, is he a lieutenant or colonel? I don't know, but he was doing a speech at a college. Boy, the words are just escaping me. College graduation, commencement speech. And it was on Make Your Bed and how some of your most successful people in life always made their bed. So that could be a part of your morning routine. If you're going to pick 5 or 6 things, get up, get dressed, make your bed. There, you've knocked out 2 already. Another one could be drink a full glass of water. Now, I know from a health perspective that this is really important. There's so much benefit to drinking a full glass of water first thing when you wake up. And I try to make sure I drink a glass of water before I have my coffee, but I don't always do that. So that's something I need to be more mindful about. That's really important. That could be one of your habits that you put together. If you don't have a book you're reading, you don't really necessarily have anything to read, how about reading in light of maybe searching for a good healthy recipe for something you might want to think about for dinner, so that it's not 4 o'clock and you're running around wondering what the heck you're going to throw together? Having a plan in place really helps. That's something that could be part of your morning routine. Like, okay, I'm going to spend 5 minutes, look at some recipes, and think about what I'm going to make today. Again, these are all positive things to get your day off to a good start. This is something I read about that I love. Pick one word that reflects what you really need the most that day. Write it on a piece of paper and put it somewhere where you're going to see it all day long. So for instance, if you wake up feeling just really sad for whatever reason, first off, don't turn on the news. But if you wake up feeling sad, then that word might be happy. You want to find happiness that day. So write happiness on a piece of paper and put it somewhere where you're going to see it frequently through the day. And let that be your goal, to turn that sadness around into happiness. Maybe you feel depressed and so you want to feel positive. Because that depression, maybe you're feeling negative about things and you want to have a positive feel. So write the word positive on a piece of paper so you can be mindful of it. So I thought that was a really good one. Another one is, if you really want to plug into some news in the morning, plug into some good news. Okay, there are outlets that only report good news. You've got John Krasinski, who has the little weekly Facebook thing that's called Some Good News, Some Good News, SGN. And then somebody told me, I think, good morning, Sandy. And then somebody also told me that I think Ashton Kutcher has a good news channel. But just Google good news. If you want to read some news, read some good news. Just fill your head with positive things in the morning. Because here's the deal. This is science, ladies. This is not like just somebody saying whatever they want to say. This is science. That scientific studies show that just 5 minutes of negative news, 5 minutes, and you might think, well, I don't watch it. I just turn it on to see what's going on and then I turn it off. But 5 minutes of negative news can impact your mood all day long. 5 minutes. That's pretty powerful. And you don't want your day starting on a negative note because it will influence your whole day. So if you want to read news, read some good news. Easy thing. Part of this routine. Open your windows. Turn on the lights. Take care of your plants. They're all things that physically make you feel better. They're all feel-good things that are really important. Good morning, Mom. Mom's here. I've got my fan club here. My mom, my daughter. Listen to music. is another one. Spend time on a hobby is another one. If you have a jigsaw puzzle out, spend a few minutes on a jigsaw puzzle. So point is, okay, back to just recap real quick for anybody who came on late. We're talking about morning routine because we're talking about reclaiming your day. If you're starting your day watching the news, looking at Facebook, looking at things that are largely negative, but looking at other things, you're letting these other outside influences set your agenda for the day. And remember, it's your day. It's not theirs, but you've given them control of it by plugging into things that aren't going to be a good benefit to you. So reclaiming your day means taking that power away from other sources. That agenda is yours, no one else's. So you set the agenda for your day. So if you get a minute, read The Miracle Morning. Again, they had ideas for 6 things to do in a morning routine. Those 6 things won't work for everyone. So that's why I gave a list of a lot of other things. If you haven't heard this from the beginning, go back and listen again. Hey, Robin, you're welcome. Good to see you. But from that list, just pick like 4 to 6 things that you are going to habit stack. And to recap that, habit stacking means you're taking all these things, these sequences, you're putting them together and creating one habit. So this one morning routine habit might be you get up, you drink a glass of water, you get washed and dressed and brush your teeth, you make your bed, you sit down, you read something inspirational, or you're looking for a good recipe for for dinner that night. You take some time to meditate or pray. And that's 5 things. You can pick a 6th thing, whatever works for you. Open your windows, turn on your lights, feed your plants. All those things put together, and then you do it every day, are going to get your day off to a strong start and give you the kind of day you want, not the kind of day somebody else has created for you. Again, you start it negative, it's just going to be that way all day. So I'm going to come up with what I'm going to do and what my sequence is going to look like. I would love to see this week what you've settled into because, listen, it's been a crazy year. We've lost a lot of our routine. Even if you're not back to work, maybe you're still working at home, maybe nothing's different, but maybe other people at home, you still may have fallen out of routine. So it's time to get back in routine, get your day back, and the thing is, get it off to a good start because that's how it's going to be what you want it to be. That's it. So thanks for coming. It was great spending time with you. I will see you again next week. Have a good day.